Howdy folks, I'm the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. Welcome back to XCOM 2 and the Undershark unit. For those who aren't aware, in the character creation stream, chat put forth, sorry I can't remember exactly who it was, I'd have to go back to chat and actually check, but someone put forth a suggestion that we name our little subscriber squad the Undershark unit, and I just thought that sounded so good, it sounded so appropriate. It was like, it sounds serious and like a hoo-ha kind of military force. Sounds like something they call themselves, but it also sounds like kind of a joke as well. It satisfies so many things inside of me. It's beautiful and sexual, and I love it. So I don't know if you guys noticed the logo I actually made for it at the beginning of last episode. Honestly, I don't really know where to display that logo, so maybe I'll just post it on Twitter and link you guys in the video description so you can at least appreciate that I did make a logo for the Undersharks. How about, let's play the game now.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry. Not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours. While we prepare for...
Alright, so I think I've decided on a bit of a compromise here. So the actual cutscenes I will show you, but the talking heads here, it pains me because sometimes they do offer really nice little story information. Then they're not necessarily imperative to you understanding the story, and I think it's just better for the flow of the video that I talk over them. So let's continue on here. So we've got Stockade. Commander, after our recent success, members of the resistance in South Africa have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. It's going to take 4 days and we're going to get an engineer from it. That's quite valuable indeed. Okay, so this is the new geoscope, is that what they call it? Geoscape, some sort of geo-related thing. Bradford, we don't need your talking head just now, so we're going to turn you down. So this is actually really cool. I like this a hell of a lot more than the globe, the spinning globe previously, because in Enemy Unknown and Within, you had... It just sort of gave you random events that you had to react to, and then you'd get a choice. It's like, okay, well, we're going to sacrifice, more panic in these regions so I can take care of this, and you prioritize and whatnot, which was still, it had a little bit of, I suppose, management to it, because you had to manage the panic of the XCOM council countries. But now it feels, again, I don't think I've played enough to really give an opinion on it, but at least on the surface it feels more like a strategy game in and of itself. But yes, I am aware that it's not like completely deep. It's not like you're playing Risk or something like that, despite what it looks like. So it looks like we've started in South Africa, which seems to be, this has happened more often than not for me. I think it is actually randomized where you start, but maybe we're just lucky. The odds have given us South Africa. Well, they've given me South Africa like 2 or 3 times, because I have played a few campaigns, which I will tell you about in a second. So we're just going to scan here, and this is what takes up our days. So we can actively gain supplies by scanning here and partaking in these little strategic missions. We've got modular weapons, which is a great start. So something I have heard from others who have played like the preview build, so they've got a hell of a lot more hours in the game than I do. It seems like the research is a lot more, or rather a lot less linear. You don't necessarily, like in Enemy Unknown, it was sort of a very linear tree. Like you needed to get this to get laser weapons, to get that, to progress to plasma and this and that. I feel like, or what I'm hearing is that in XCOM 2, you're a bit more free to say, okay, I want to prioritize magnetic weapons, or I'm going to prioritize the psionics research or something like that, which is really cool. I like that concept. I really would like to prioritize magnetic weapons, but that's going to take 28 days, and I'm also aware that there is possible bonuses you can get from the strategic layer that can allow you to fast track certain research projects rather, and one of them is magnetic weapons. I think you get it from the black market. So Alien Biotech is going to progress the story, I think. Hybrid materials. Oh, it's a tough one. Hybrid materials is going to give us like an undervest. Well, let's leave it alone for now. Let's just go for the Alien Biotech. I'd like to prioritize armor over the under stuff, and I'd like to use grenades. Rather, let me say that again. I'd prefer to have grenades than a little extra protection, if that makes sense. Maybe it's something I would use for the heavy, who can have more grenades by default, if I remember correctly. But let's go back here. One thing I am disappointed about is, like, it runs great in the missions, but when you're just transitioning through areas here and it's going this sweeping camera stuff, it freaks out bad. Like, it'll actually freeze sometimes, which just seems like the weirdest place for it to freeze. In a desperate attempt to assert their independence from Advent, a small community constructed a makeshift stockade around a local radio station. We managed to locate the engineer responsible for the design, and Shen convinced them to join her team. Ricardo Gasparato, engineer. Oh, I like it. And it's the 2 C's spelling. Oh, fucking yes. Fucking right. That's how I spell it, baby. An unfortunate little side note here. It seems the game audio for the rest of this episode didn't record, which is really nutty. I've never actually experienced that before, so I'm tempted to chalk that up to yet another bug in the list of many bugs that XCOM 2 seems to have. So that's why there isn't any game audio for the rest of the video. I'm terribly sorry for that. Hopefully it won't happen in future episodes. It shouldn't impact your enjoyment of the rest of this video, however, so you now may continue watching. Okay, that's not important. I thought maybe she had something interesting to say about the engineer, but nope, that's not what's going on here. Commander, after our recent success, members of the resistance in South Africa have brought us reports of activity that we may want to investigate. So we can get supplies from this. It's going to take us 5 days. Now, what I like to do is not necessarily go investigate straight away, just in case we've got other things we need to do. So we go, not now, and then can actually check, our options here. Turns out that's the only thing we can do. I mean, we can go back to our resistance HQ, which allows us to just scan, I think, for general stuff, and then a little later on we get bonuses through that scanning. So maybe we'll get a bonus where construction speeds up. Our construction of rooms in the Avenger speeds up while we're scanning at HQ, which is really nice. So you can go back and prioritize something. Like if you really want to rush a building and you just happen to have that bonus, you can go back to base and get that going. But we'll go to this settlement here. As we go, we'll also get opportunities to secure resistance outposts. I mean, that's not what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. It's kind of how they function, like resistance outposts all over the map, and it increases our supplies and increases our communication network, so we can access more parts of the globe. Because at the moment we're just running around in Africa, and we've actually got to do research and do missions to be able to get to the rest of the world, like Europe and Australia and Asia and the New World and this and that. So let's just do this. La 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 la. Beautiful. All right, we'll go to target. So we've acquired a new target for our guerrilla operations against Advent, Commander. Let's ignore it for now and see what we got. Is it going to be time sensitive? Do we need the supplies first? You know what? We may as well just do it, because I kind of feel like you generally want to go for the missions over the strategic scanning sort of objectives, because the strategic layer objectives will stay there. At least in my experience so far, they will stay there indefinitely, whereas the missions will, deteriorate. That's a really weird way to put it. They got a time limit, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to head over here and kick in some heads while the game lags. That's all right. It does what it needs to do. Alrighty. One thing I will do is I do happen to have the Resistance Warrior pack thing, so I'm gonna put everyone in that armor because it makes them look more dirty and resistancy, and it's cool. So let's just do that.
Have no fear, just let me see ya. Nod your head, XCOM's coming. Nod your head like this. XCOM's coming. Nod your head, XCOM's coming. Let me see you bop your head. Nod your head, come on. Nod your head, XCOM's coming. Let me see you nod your head. XCOM's coming. Let me see you nod your head. XCOM's coming. Let me see you bop your head. Nod your head, come on.
Beautiful, don't they look fantastic? Do we want to bring us a rookie with us maybe? I might take out Novikov because he's not a subscriber, so that's all right, and we'll put in someone else. Who else have we got? Do we have any? Oh, we're taking chemicals. Chemicals, baby, you're in. That's what I'm talking about. It is lagging up a storm. It's so terrible. Oh yeah, that's the one. Look at him go. Let's do it. Alright, so you may notice there are a lot of cuts I'm putting in here. That's just because the game lags a lot through the transition areas and it's not pretty to watch, so I'll just rather put a quick transition through it. We get through it quicker and we can play the mission. So this is the train mission. I have played this and done really badly on it. So it's potentially a difficult mission, and that brings up another interesting point. I'm playing off camera on a different save file and different campaign. Veteran difficulty is difficulty, though I enunciated that very oddly. Veteran is nothing to sneeze at, and this is something I've been hearing from others playing XCOM as well. Is that it's just generally a harder game, and I kind of love that. I love that it is. Okay, so we actually have. Hang on, is this the train mission? Okay, it is. I didn't think we got a turn timer on this one. We got a network shutdown. Shit. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take baby steps just to make sure we're not popping any pods. And then, once we get vision, we see it's safe, we'll move up, we'll dash, right? Fuck. Okay. Because we couldn't... Is it going to be... Hang on. Until lockout. But that doesn't mean we actually lose soldiers, is it? It's not like forced retreat. Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, I was playing on another save file on Veteran, and I lost. Which is slightly embarrassing. I'll go into heavy cover. I feel like that's more important than distance. Though it is generally in the right direction. See, it's sort of tricky, like we really haven't got a lot of time to get there, but you don't want to be dashing the whole way because you will run into a trap. I mean, I know it's not much further, but we're probably better off dashing. We haven't seen any Advent forces really in the area, so we probably should be safe. There they are. There they are. Come on, come on. There they are. Okay. Okay. So can we be safe by cutting through the building? Or rather, I think I'd prefer to cut over the building. At least if we pop a pod, we can get height advantage on them. Okay, I'm not crazy about this because no one's on Overwatch, but it shouldn't matter. We're not close enough to any Advent forces that they'll actually, walk into us, which can happen. By the way, it's not just a matter of as long as you stay out of their line of sight, you're fine. If you get too close to them and you're within their patrolling path or range, they will pop you. So you're the pod that gets popped. I think I'll move him up here just to scope it out, and then I might dash him a little bit further. I feel like getting this higher ground. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Getting this high ground is going to be really valuable. This is another bug. Actually, that didn't really show up as a bug, but sometimes I'll find that the alien activity will hang for a moment. It's like it's trying to work something out. What do we got? We've actually got some really good shots on them. I don't think we can actually get anyone past, who is it? John 117. Maybe, you know, we forego actually taking a shot this round and we move John 17 up into some cover. That's probably a better way to go. We will be safe up here. I am wary of wasting turns, but, you know, it's a balance, man. Like I said, it's not easy. Yeah, so I actually lost the campaign. Granted, I wasn't really paying attention while I was playing. I was alt-tabbing a lot. I was talking to people on Facebook. But it is possible. It's not like super easy. So we don't necessarily need to listen to Shen talking about this. We know what's going on. It's going to be... It's just sort of a radar thing. We can't get too close to it, but we can hack it and potentially get some bonuses. Let's put Zalika up here and maybe get some vision. I imagine she's not going to want to get off the roof because she's our sniper. Okay. We're good. We're good to go. I really would like to move Zalika up. John 117. You know what? Maybe we move him up. He can be our bait. He is the ranger. He's meant to be. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. There were 2 squares, guys. There were 2 squares of vision that they had on that rooftop, and I moved John 117 into one of those 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, partially unlucky. Like, what are the chances that I just happened to get into one of those 2 spots of vision, but also I probably should have been more cautious. I was really wary about the turn timer. Still, I've probably wasted too many turns, I imagine. Maybe. Then again, I've done a lot of dashing, so how could I have done it any faster? Let's try and pull it out of the fire. On the bright side, I've got some really good shots here. Let's check out our sniper first. She hasn't got any shots, so we're going to have to move her up. And maybe just get some pistol shots with her. I think if we move her here... Who can she hit? 73, 67, 51... 73 on the Advent Trooper. You know, we may as well take it unless can we... No, come on, get out of there. Unless we can get a grenade on these 2. Not quite far enough. Come on. No. Not quite far enough. All right, we may as well take that 73% chance to hit, and we're probably going to kill it. What do we got here? Oh, only 2 damage. I'm not crazy about that. But it does look cool when she pulls out that pistol. I think it's a revolver too, and you guys know I'm all about revolvers. See, I'm not crazy about just like putting everyone up on this line because then it makes us, you know, everyone's really easy to hit as a result. I kind of prefer to like flank and pull some people around, which actually, hang on, can I do that with anyone? You know what? Straight up, I can take Diego, Chemicals rather, right here and maybe get some hits, and he's still in full cover, so I'm going to do that. Chemicals can be the hero that we need. And he's got a flanking shot too. Oh shit, I didn't actually realize there was someone right there. Beautiful. We get to take that flanking shot. Oh yes, Chemicals, promotion. Beautiful. I love it. It feels so right to me. Now, we have a couple options. I could move Yennefer up and take a shot. I think... We can also do some hacking, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be valuable to us. We're not going to get anything out of it. Then again, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about hacking enough yet to really go, yes, that is something we want to do, or no, we don't want to do it. I suppose I could check the bonuses that we get, but I think I'd rather just, you know, we're going to take a shot with Johnny Boy here. Who's more valuable to take down? You know, it's if we do the full 6 damage and take out the officer here, fantastic. But if we don't, then you know, we're kind of fucked. But if we can hit the Advent Trooper, we will absolutely take him out. and then we've only got 2 guys to deal with. It's sort of, it's a gamble. All right, we're fairly close. Let's give it a try. Fingers crossed. And he fucking misses, so it's even worse. Oh, shit. Shitty shit. Yeah, exactly. He's gone. Come on. And I mirror that sentiment. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use aid protocol to actually boost the defense of John 117. And hopefully he's not going to get slaughtered this round. All right, Yennefer, work your magic. Tech magic. There we go. Oh, one. She can still like take a shot or something? That's kind of cool. Can she actually grenade anyone from this distance? Like someone who is not on our team? That would be really good. Maybe I just move her up. I mean, I'm not too worried about moving her up here because I don't think she can be hit. She can probably be mind controlled or something, but let's do it. Rolling. All right, what are these fuckers going to do? This is not a great set of circumstances. Okay, he's marked, so we're going to get shot once by the Advent Trooper, if it hits, and we took a shot as well. That fucker. At least he missed. Okay, that's our defense working for us, so I'm really glad I got Yennefer to boost his defense. He now is going to get probably, what's he going to get? I don't think we can expect mind control straight up, but maybe some disorientation. Oh, okay. This doesn't bother me so much. As long as we don't let these guys get close, they can move really far and do a shitload of damage. You can absolutely get one shot by a zombie. But as long as we prioritize, don't hit him, don't hit him. We're good, don't worry about it, guys. Okay, as long as we prioritize taking out that sectoid, that zombie's going to go down real hard. So, good news is these guys are bunched up, so we can absolutely throw some grenades in there. The only issue is who's gonna be throwing the grenades. I suppose it depends on the percentage chances we've got. What's John 117 rocking here? Like, it's not great, but then again, all right. First, we'll assess who has the best chance to hit the sectoid, because that's who we need to take down first. 67%. Yeah, we may as well see what Chemicals has. 41, where he is, but, you know, keep in mind we can move him. We don't necessarily want to just trade blows here. 52 with a sniper. As much as it pains me to throw a grenade with the sniper, that might be our best bet. I think we want to try and go for a flank here. Then again, it's a little bit of a gamble. If we move Chemicals too close, like I would like to move him here, heavy cover, take a shot, get a flanking shot on the sectoid. If he misses, if inexplicably we somehow aren't able to take down the sectoid at all this round, Chemicals gets fucked up by the zombie, guaranteed. In fact, I don't think he can actually move far enough anywhere. Maybe if we dash him over here somewhere, maybe the zombie won't get him, but still, we got to take a risk, but I'm confident that we can take down the sectoid. What? Firstly, how is that not a flanking shot? Secondly, 52%. Now I hear people talking about, again, look, I'm gonna pay attention now. Let's just have a look here, because supposedly one of the features is you can actually see where you can hit, like if you move. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's not super obvious. I was going to say people are like going, oh yeah, now you can see whether you can hit someone or not when you move around and whatnot. I'm like, it doesn't show me. It's very subtle. Yeah, if you guys look next to the health bars as I'm moving the cursor around, over here he doesn't have a shot on the sectoid or the Advent officer over there. But if I move him over here, he does. So if I move him over here, does it show when I get a flanking shot? It doesn't look like it does. Like, that would absolutely be a flanking shot, but it doesn't show that. Okay, I'm going to have to move Yennefer up somewhere. I'm not crazy about putting her up here, but maybe she can be our grenade angel. That's a weird way to put it, but kind of like it nonetheless. All right, I'm happy about that. We might have to expend 2 grenades here. I would not be upset if we had to. In fact, I'm almost tempted to just straight up do it. Then again, do we now have a flanking shot? We absolutely do. Can chemicals save the day? Chemicals can and will save the day. He's now no longer in danger from this zombie, baby. That's how you do it. That's how you XCOM. Okay. And now we can get some actual decent shots with our sharpshooter. Flanking shot on this Advent officer. Done. Let it happen. Zalika. Oh, so good. I love it. Okay. You know what needs to happen now? I think... I know I need to... Hicking, I said I was going to prioritize getting these loot drops. That's what I'm going to do, just for you, man. So we're gonna take John 117 down here to grab the loot. Thank you very much. What do we get out of it? We got a stock, an autoloader, and Advent data pad. That's huge. That's spectacular. And then we have 2 choices. We can... I said we have 2 choices. Okay. Sometimes the controls glitch out too. It's terribly unfortunate. And I had a really bad glitch last night, which I'll try and remember to tell you about that later. 66% shot. I like it. Otherwise, guaranteed kill with an 88% chance to hit with the sword. I think that's the way to go. Oh, feels so good. That's the one. And he's in heavy cover? John 117. You're a beautiful man. Okay, so we're gonna have to get up here one way or another. I mean, there's a chance that we trigger something there. Oh, Jesus, I'm not really happy about any of this. I think maybe if we move... All right, let's move there. Remember, we can dash further. Okay, I think that's where it ties into the black site missions and we find out what cargo they're actually carrying. So we got 4 turns to get there. I think we're fine. I don't think it's 4 turns to get there and then out. That would seem unreasonable. So, yeah, we don't have to go too crazy with it. Let's move everyone up 1 space. And then we'll see how we go. We should be able to just put Zalika on Overwatch. No, because Overwatch doesn't apply to... Sorry, squad side doesn't apply to Overwatch yet until I get the little perk thing that does. So instead, I'm going to move her there so she can get a better shot down the line of the train, which is probably where any Advent are going to show up. Assuming they're going to show up at all. It says neutralize all enemy targets here as an objective. We haven't completed it yet, so we can assume there's going to be Advent and aliens somewhere. We just don't know where. And then Yennefer probably has to come down because she's been pretty helpful with her little gremlin thing. So we'll put her there in heavy cover. Or full cover. I think full cover is the proper term. There we go. Okay. So we'll put Zalika on pistol Overwatch. And then, you know what? Yeah, we will dash over here just to get into probably better full cover. There we go. Okay. This complicates things because now this extends the time it's going to take to get to that. I mean, we should still be able to do it. I'm gonna put chemicals in Overwatch and hope that they come a little closer. Yes, sir. Chemicals, can you do it? Oh, chemicals, you sexual beast. Oh, I so like where this is going. Who's he trying to mind control or disrupt? Oh, zombie right in front of Yennefer. That's alright. That sectoid is... Its ass is grass. Don't hit. Keep in mind, guys, we are actually we are experiencing luck here. Okay. All right. Don't worry, Bradford. We got this. This is actually some luck here because, like I said, I lost a veteran campaign yesterday, and there were more than a few squad wipes. I'm almost embarrassed to say. Veteran does not mean they go easy on you. You can get hit. You can get one shot, even by these guys sometimes, and by their sort of upgraded versions with the stun swords. It's pretty fucking brutal. All right. So we need to take out this sectoid. There's no two ways about it. A 49% chance to hit? Come on, Zalika. I thought you were better than that. Otherwise, you know, I can probably move. I can probably move John 117 up. It can't hurt. What's his shot? Oh, it's not good. I mean, look, if I have to use a grenade, I will. I can move her up there. I mean, that seems really... She'll be open to fire just in case everything goes pear-shaped. I was kind of hoping to put her there. But that's not great. Shit. What about chemicals? Chemicals, can you do anything for me? 26. I think I'm just going to have to use the grenade, guys. Yeah, I think that's just my best option, unfortunately. I suppose what I could have done is blow up his cover and then take a shot, but I'd rather get the guaranteed kill, take out this zombie, save Yennefer. Now we just have to deal with this one guy. It also saves us time. I'm not, even though it's only 47% chance to hit, I'm not too salty about trying to take this shot. Let's see what we got. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Spectacular. Does that neutralize all the enemies? Reinforcements coming in. Okay, now we've got to now we're gonna shake a leg here. So next round, next turn rather, we will be getting to the network terminal or whatever it's called. Where will we be putting Yennefer? Kind of want to put her in heavy cover somewhere, but look, let's just put her there. Okay. Oh shit, they're coming right away. Sometimes you get like a one turn reprieve. What? Right in the middle of our... Oh fuck. I mean, this could work in our favor, but it could also screw us hard. It could work in our favor because they're between... Shit. They're between our squad and our sniper. So they can't help but be flanked by someone, you know? So let's get Zalika, you know, working for her what's the term? I've completely lost the plot. Never mind. Let's take this 79% chance to hit. This has got to do well. Oh, yes. 6 damage. Feels good. I'm concerned that she's in the fire. This is something that happens sometimes. Like, they'll get close to the fire and they'll warn you. They'll say, hey, it's getting hot or I'm burning up here, but they don't take damage. So I'm not sure if it's like they're warning you as like, hey, move me now, please. Or next turn I'm going to take damage. So I guess we'll see what happens there. I don't think she's going to die as a result. We can just move John 117 here. Okay. And we'll just do what needs to be done. I think this is going to take up his turn though, so he's not going to be able to take a shot. Okay, unlock chance, 4%, but there's no fail effect. You know, let's go for the 4% because, I mean, really, what are the chances that we're going to get that? I mean, what are the chances that we're going to get this? But, you know, not even close. But that's all right. At least we got the main objective. That's cool. Yep, and now here's... Yep. Okay. Okay, what are we going to do here? I mean, actually, it wouldn't be necessarily a terrible thing to move Yennefer up on higher ground. Maybe we get her a better chance to hit as a result. Chemicals is potentially in a bad position. Then again, he has got the option of full cover here, which I think is our best bet. Maybe he'll get a flanking shot as a result. He absolutely does. Let's take it. Oh, and he crits! Chemicals is on fire! Okay, Yennefer. Yennefer, baby, what do you got for me? And I think now we just have to neutralize all enemies. So what's going to be our best chance to hit? I mean, on the one hand, we might get a bit... hang on. Let's just have a look. Okay, she can hit him there, and she can hit him there. Pretty much anywhere we put her, she's gonna hit him. It's just a matter of what's the chance to hit. I'm gonna put her in full cover just so she's safer in case this goes pear shaped. Because I want to try and avoid unnecessary wounds to my soldiers, just so that they're not out of action as long. Let's put her into Overwatch. I feel more comfortable. I feel like she's more useful in Overwatch than she is trying to take a low percentage shot. When I tell you, because oh, so good. The Advent move around a lot more. It's spectacular. Oh yeah, completely flawless. That's the one. So that was good. That felt like a nice difficulty. I retract what I said previously. I actually tweeted about it, I think. What I said previously in that veteran difficulty is too easy. It feels like, yeah, sometimes it's like what I said, when you play well, it feels easy. But I feel like with that one, because we had the time limit, we didn't really, it's not necessarily had our work cut out for us, but it's like we had to play right, And if we faffed about, we were 2 turns away from failing that. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if maybe it was a little bit trickier, missed a couple more shots, but I don't know. What do you think, guys? Does that seem too easy to you? Let's get back to base. So I think the way I'm going to structure these videos is we do all our base stuff and our scanning beforehand, and then pretty much as soon as we come back from a mission, we promote, we do that sort of stuff, and then we're out, Let's not dilly-dally too much, because otherwise the episodes are going to be too long. Everyone's gotten a promotion. This is fantastic. What do we got? Okay, we've got Long Watch. Allow Overwatch to trigger with squad sight, or return fire when targeted by enemy fire. Automatically fire back with your pistol once per turn. That's so powerful too. But I think I'm going to go with Long Watch because, as you can see, like this last mission, we really could have used that. So let's actually go with that. And then we've got Phantom. Oh, this is a cool one. When the squad is revealed, this soldier remains concealed, right? So concealment, sticks with this soldier. So just imagine if you had a whole squad full of Phantom Spect Rangers, you have like a second chance at concealment. How cool is that? Otherwise, we have deal +2 extra damage on all sword attacks. Valuable, but I tend to not use a sword that much. I actually find, then again, how valuable is staying concealed? You know what? Considering it's a Master Chief reference and the whole, what was the laser blade thing that the Covenant had that he ended up using? Let's go with Blade Master. And we'll try and use the blade more often. Now for Yennefer, we can turn her into a medic. Basically, she gets... Oh no, okay, this gives the gremlin, the little flying drone, the ability to heal remotely, which is pretty cool, or combat protocol. Send the gremlin to an enemy to jolt them, dealing guaranteed damage, which is increased against robotic enemies. Ooh. 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 Ooh, okay. I'm going to go with medical protocol just because we're going to need it. You know, we need a good medic, and being able to revive and heal from a distance is invaluable. And chemicals has become a specialist. Okay. Cool stuff. We've got another specialist. Nothing wrong with that. So maybe chemicals can be more our combat specialist, and maybe we give him the ability to stun enemies and whatnot. Then we got some cool stuff out of it. Our troops recovered one of the Advent data pads from the field, and there is valuable intel stored within. We can recover the intel, but it will require some time. So maybe this is a story-related research thing. Again, super sorry about the game audio not working for this episode. It sort of destroys my whole plan of showing off the story. But I will leave this section going. You can at least read the subtitles if you really want to hear what Baldylocks is saying. Personally, I'm really interested in finding out who this guy is. Hopefully, finally. That'd be really cool. Anyway, enjoy. There we go, and so the game begins, kind of. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to gently caress that like button, and if you really like the series and want to see it continue, something as simple as sharing it is super helpful. Anyway, be excellent to each other, taste the game, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.